I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Let's make
What's going on, everybody? Big J, Heavy J, back at you with the fucking YouTube vlogger intro.
Nice, long, and obnoxious.
This motherfucker tonight, and he goes by the name of Big Nate.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, we got a guest, Nate. He's our boy. He's our boy.
Nigga, can I talk shit? Okay. Hold on.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, I see.
Next, we got Adam, who can't keep his mouth shut. Adam, say what's up to people.
I was trying to steal the intro.
God damn.
My bad. Hey, what's up? What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Comcast.
Adelphia Xfinity.
Yeah, paying a good $100 a month. Not really. Well, some of you are. I used to. Anyway.
And last but certainly not least, we have the founder of the Half-Ass Podcast, Corn. Say what's up to the people.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, it's going to be a great night. Going to be a great episode of Contemporary Comrades. I hope that all the listeners are ready for a great, magical episode.
Hell yeah, and yeah, it's going to be a good one. So we got a couple topics. Like Adam always says, yeah, we got topics. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, right?
We got fucking topics. First, we're going to talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. You know, I know y'all was waiting for that from us.
Have you heard?
Gail King and her comments on Kobe Bryant towards Lisa Leslie or Lisa Jones, whatever the fuck you want to call her. We got a crazy Uber driver story, and we got an angry pastor to talk about. So without further ado, Adam, kick it off for us now. We're gonna go into this Amber Heard shit first.
So I take it you guys have heard the news about this depth. Bad, very bad, Adam. But anyways, yeah. So Amber Heard was beating Johnny Depp. Let's see. He posted videos of these acts, and also audio footage was found. So the sites I have pulled up here essentially has Amber pretty much like denying hitting him, but also saying, well, yeah, you shouldn't have pissed me off, or I'm a victim of let's see, a fair fight, blah, blah, blah. So he's pretty much trying to spin around on Johnny. And what this ends up being about, you all know how double standards work, especially when it comes to Hollywood. She's going to keep getting away with it because why? Why is she going to get away with it? Who wants to answer?
Because she's a celebrity?
No. Well, close.
Because she's female?
There you go. The words are getting out about it. And she probably will lose a little work over this. But I bet you she's still going to be Mara and Aquaman. Because, you know, I mean, who's to say it's not Johnny's fault, right?
Oh, it would be such a great inconvenience for them to have to find another cast member if they were to drop her because she's the perfect one for the role. Of course,
just like Brie Larson,
she's not going to lose her. Of course, she's not going to lose her role. But it's not even really about that. It's more about like the shit that like you really get a look inside a woman's head when you actually listen to the audio that she fucking that was released. Because
here's a good one. Here's a good line. Did you know I'm 115 pounds? How would I ever knock you out? Something, you know, we're bringing her weight into it because you know that sounds like a good story to cover up. Yeah, how could I hurt a man being only 115 pounds? You know, that there's always some bullshit attached to it.
Yeah. I know one of the other things that she was saying was basically like, you know why we agreed to this, as in their marriage. Basically saying like, she's saying we agreed to this because you were supposed to provide for me, and blah blah blah, and we were supposed to look good together or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically saying that like. They weren't married because they loved each other. They weren't married because they, you know, had this deep connection that, you know, just couldn't be broken. They were married strictly for him to provide for her and for her to give him clout so they look better in public and shit like that. Like she says it in the fucking clips of why she married and what he was supposed to do in agreement on that marriage. So this shit is purely about some Hollywood bullshit, really. So no fucking surprise he gets stepped on, walked all over, literally slapped in a black eye from a chick.
Yeah.
When I mean, yeah. Don't even, all right. And Nate, you want to say something?
Yeah, man.
gonna say anything. I'm just reading up on these.
Oh,
But
damn, I'm weak. I mean, you just, anyway.
You're the guest, so chime in. So it's kind of
so let me ask you this:
ask this.
with this whole celebrity, her hitting him thing, if he was to do that to her, his career would be ruined.
Oh, no, not if he was to do it. If he was to be speculated of doing it. If there was even a sniff of Johnny Depp breathing the wrong way on Amber, he'd be done.
Very much.
But she can have evidence stacked up on her and actual like recordings. But we're gonna have to check that. I don't know about all this. She might be innocent. That's just how it goes.
Even not even being celebrities, if it was to go that way, it happened the exact same.
Oh yeah, that's just society.
Yeah.
Respect this forward.
Yeah, but I think that this again, this is really like no surprise to anybody.
Bro, like
I just really am curious to see what's gonna happen because I mean there's been no calls by any sort of woman for her removal of her role or anything like that, or there's actually been quite the opposite.
The fence,
and don't have a voice loud enough in Hollywood to really say what they need to say, unless you're Snoop Dogg talking about Gail King. But we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, man, it's just same old.
I saw a video one time, relative to this topic. It was this couple doing a social experiment out in like the busy streets of New York or somewhere, and comes out first. It starts off where he's beating her. I mean, obviously, every white knight on the street who smells a chick comes running, ready to duke it up with this guy. Hey, step away! Just everybody on the street, just all over it, all about it, because no, which I understand. I'm sure most people would react that way. But as soon as they flip it around, as soon as she's hitting him, they had to record like 7 or 8 videos before anyone stepped up, and they only needed one take for him hitting her. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
How this bullshit is. And it's like, and she was like actually beating the shit out of him. And like, it's just so fucked. Like, because they'll just think it's a joke or you're a weak man. But abuse happens both ways, And like, but that's just what men got to bear. That's just we can't even really complain anymore, honestly, because that's not going to change ever, probably.
Yeah.
I've accepted the fact that you just gotta accept the fact that wow, I just repeated that exactly. Life isn't fair for the male side of this topic. Now, not all of them, not every side, but when it comes to abuse and people defending you, good luck.
So last night at the Oscars, right? Joaquin Phoenix had an acceptance speech. The first half was about not eating meat and not drinking milk and all this other bullshit, right? But the second half of the speech was about with some real shit where he's like, hey, he didn't say this so blatantly, but he pretty much said, hey, look, we live in a cancel culture where it's so easy to just cancel people and them not ever work again, especially in the entertainment industry. He said, I was given a second chance after all the fuck ups I had early in my career. And the second half of my career has been amazing. And I've been paying it forward and doing things the right way, the way that I should have done it. And he says, and then at the very end, he's like, hey, start giving people second chances. We're only human. We're all human. You know what I mean? Like, stop judging everybody off of the one mistake. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a trend throughout this entire episode, is giving people second chances. And I think with Amber Heard, that's the thing. It's just like, why not come out and just say, hey, I did this shit. Why not come out and admit that you were beating the shit out of Johnny Depp?
Well, Corn, haven't you told me before how crazy this woman is? Like, weren't there other instances of what this chick's done?
Yeah, but here's the thing: when you're married and there's some sort of leeway to that. Is a woman being married to a man and her hitting her husband? That seems normal to us, right?
Sure.
But when it's so I'm not saying like beating the shit out of him like the way she was, but like if a wife slaps her husband, That's a normal thing.
Yeah,
Not-
whereas men can't do that at all. Unless it's like in the privacy of their own home. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, women,
But lightly,
just
you
hit
know
you
what I
like
mean.
playfully, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
a pick or a little whap whap, which I mean,
a woman's angry at you, she slaps you. That's a normal thing. But but if Amber Heard came out and said, "Hey, we had some disagreements. I fucked up. I did this and did that. I'm not saying, oh, I had anger issues or anything like that. She didn't have to say all that bullshit. You keep that shit private. But like, if you just come out and say what you did and admit to what you did, people might be giving you second chances.
Yeah, it'll go a lot easier.
Here's the problem. One of two things is, first of all, she's a woman, so she's gonna get a second chance.
obviously, even without apologizing.
She's a female in entertainment. So somebody's gonna give her a second chance. Second of all, you're in one of the biggest franchises in today's time in terms of Aquaman and that whole DCEU. And I know that doesn't really mean anything to you guys that don't know anything about it, but it's a franchise. It's something huge. It's bigger than life to some people, right?
Oh yeah.
You come out and you say you admit to this shit and admit your faults, guaranteed you're going to keep your job. I guarantee you're going to keep your job. Now, when you go the route she did and you keep trying to blame it on Johnny Depp and you keep trying to play the innocent person, and then all this audio comes out of nowhere, which I don't know why it took, 3 years for audio to come out about her being abusive.
I'm sure it was strategically released for one reason or another. But what you're asking for, I mean, I agree with you. It's definitely something that should happen, and that more people just in general should do. But you're asking a woman to not do what a woman actually does and blame everything on everybody else.
There you go.
I mean,
About to say,
and I'm not even saying it like it's a bad thing. It's just it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry, but it'll take us. She'll have to be a better human being than she'll have to be more of a better human being and less of a quote unquote chick to do something like that.
It's more than just that, though. Corn, what were those other things about Amber Heard? Because I didn't look into her.
She was horrendous to work with on set. She was very and this is stuff that where she wasn't even like the main character.
Of course,
it's like going over to your friends hosting a party and you're not even like one of the main. I don't want to say one of the main friends, but you're going over there as a guest and then you make you are making it all about you're changing channels and shit like that. She was one of those kind of people, right?
Yeah.
On set, and that's not.
She was making a scene outside of the scene.
Yeah.
Right. Well, dude, she sounds just like Brie Larson, who also gets away with everything, despite being a shitty person to work with in every aspect by her co-stars.
Well, we can't really compare that to Brie Larson because, for one, what Brie Larson did, she didn't make it about. Like, I get what you're saying. It seemed like she made it. Now, I don't agree with the way Brie Larson went about things, obviously, because I've done podcasts about it. But the difference between her and Brie Larson was Brie Larson is not abusive. As far as we know, she's not abusive. Second of all, Brie Larson isn't someone who just automatically shows up on set and does that kind of stuff. Because there was nothing about her being on set with Avengers making it all about her. It was during the interviews she was making it all.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, not Captain America, Captain Marvel. That's the difference. And what Brie Larson was quote unquote fighting for, which I mean she is fighting for, so you can't really say quote unquote fighting for, but she was fighting for equality and just she was fighting for equality, but unneeded equality to me personally. That's what I think.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah.
She was nowhere near a distraction when it came to promoting Avengers Endgame. It was just like a couple of interviews. She was, just being Brie Larson, just being a fucking idiot.
Yeah, she's one of those people that's just easily offended by every little thing and like takes no jokes. And it's no wonder nobody wanted to work with her. And you could easily see how she was like treating the other actors, and like nobody was having a good time even talking to her in the interviews. Like they didn't hide that whatsoever. So I can only imagine what being on set with her's like. And I'm sure it's the same for Amber Heard, the way you're talking.
Does anybody know how long they've been married, her and Johnny Depp? Or didn't they get divorced in like 2017 or something?
Yeah.
They've been split up for a while.
Yeah.
That's been at least, I want to say like 2 or 3 years that they've been.
Let me hold up. So, yep. Okay, so they were married from 2015 to 2017. Now I'm wondering, because I almost feel like a little bit of this is Johnny Depp's fault too.
All right.
What's that?
You should explain that part.
It could be.
Because first off, how much do you have to not care about yourself to let somebody, again, not just a chick, but somebody
Hit you and stuff.
black your eye and you not do anything, regardless, right?
Very true.
And second off, clearly she's been crazy for a while. You could just tell by just how she was talking to him. So what in his right mind really made him marry this chick at the end of the day? Like,
she's hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nowadays,
she's got that crazy hot look to her though. Like, I don't know. She got,
Hot as hot, bro.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, sure, she's hot, whatever. But I don't know. I just think that if she seems like somebody where if you get to know her, you could clearly tell what type of chick she is.
That sounds like every marriage.
No, I don't want to get into like, okay, let's figure out why they got married or whatever. But I would like to.
No, but you're not letting me finish though.
Of power couple.
Let him finish. Let him speak.
Well, see, now I'm interested in what you were saying about the power couple. Damn, everybody cut me off tonight. Shit.
Hey, Jaron. Hey, Jaron.
I was bringing it around to why I was saying that I think part of it's his fault. Like, he's like, it could have the whole shit could have been avoided. But I was going to say almost what you were saying, but I wasn't there yet, which is, it's Hollywood, and this is what these motherfuckers do. Mm-hmm. And they get in marriages like just listen to the audio clips that she said. They get in marriages for reasons of security and just really materialistic bullshit.
It's like so many marriages.
So much so where he would put his manhood aside, not even just to please her, but then for her to like completely like just fuck him up and black his eye and talk to him like he's literally worse than the worst dog, the worst anything ever.
It does take a stronger man not to hit back the.
And then you even got to hit back. You can get your shit and get the fuck out, or kick her out, or call it. You can do something.
That's the thing, though, Jaron.
Like, you ain't got to hit back.
Does Depp? I don't know if we know much about Depp's history or like his backstory at this point, but if he has a history with domestic abuse or with abuse in general, that'll fuck you up too. You'll get PTSD from that, and you might just end up thinking you deserve it because it's happened so many times in your life. That's how this shit works. That's when a person is fucked up and the same bad thing keeps happening, they'll start to think they deserve it. I've been there. And
I understand
that.
It
really can affect you in a long-term way.
I understand that, but I also think if you have as much money as somebody like he has, getting help is probably the easiest thing you could ever do for yourself.
True. He wouldn't have to worry about
people who are in that situation always know they're in that situation.
Oh yeah.
So
for sure.
I don't really buy that for this particular scenario. Only because he's super rich and he could and that some people like that know if they need help and they will get help. But then that comes into what I've said in other casts about how they treat these fucking actors and this mind control shit, because these motherfuckers are not in their right minds. And then you get shit like this, and then here we are talking about it, right?
True. That's fair.
There is trauma in Hollywood. There is degradation. There is abuse and all that kind of shit in the worst forms in Hollywood.
We know plenty of shit about that. We
So
talked about it before, and yeah, man. I mean, again, it might have to do with his past, and just maybe he's covering something up. It could have to do with this
right now. It could just be instead of them killing one of his family members, they'll just
there you go
fuck his life up. You know
something bad, like he loses his entire career over it. Like who's to say?
I don't think he'll lose his career over this. I don't think either one of them will.
Well, even if he did, I mean, at this point, dude's loaded. He's set for life.
But if
I'm sure there's more to it.
But if you're not done with your craft and you get it taken from you, that's not.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and not just that. With Johnny Depp and Amber Heard marrying each other, I mean, there are so many things that could have come from that relationship. I mean, you look at all different relationships. you go back to the whole power couple thing, right? It's not just, and I'm gonna stay away from pro wrestling. I'm not. I'm gonna try not to mention pro wrestling tonight.
Anyways,
I know so many examples of power couples and so many examples of people being together for an image or because they want a reality show down the road. Just different kind of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at women out here, celebrity women out here that are having kids just so that they can have paparazzi following around for the next 10 years till their kid grows up and becomes something better than what they were. There's so many things that could have come from Johnny Depp and Amber Heard together. You know, it's unfortunate that this happened, and with Johnny Depp, again, the way I look at it is that Johnny Depp, honestly, to be honest, I think he did the right thing with just not saying anything, because you come out and you try and say, hey, because remember the rumors at first it's all Johnny Depp. Oh, Johnny Depp's abusive and he's doing this.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Imagine being Johnny Depp. Imagine being anybody and trying to come out and being a man, being the man, and coming out and trying to defend yourself and saying, hey, it's not me. There's a lot of things that come from that. There's a lot of things that stem from that. Me personally, I wouldn't look at him as a bitch because, I mean, you can't really do anything. At the same time, you know, you have people out there that, you know, people that were chastising, other men out there that were saying, like the one dude, not Nicki Minaj, Cardi B came out a year ago and literally told the world that she drugged men and had them raped by transsexuals. And no men came out there except for one. And what happened to him? By us. And by us, I mean,
but, yeah.
social media.
What did
by fans.
I don't know.
Yeah, but getting raped by trans.
Let him finish here. What happened to him?
Everyone was making fun of him because you're a man. That's not supposed to happen to you. So when Johnny Depp comes out and says, "Oh, yo, dude, my wife beat the shit out of me," and
You'll be laughing at it.
what do you think fans are gonna do?
Laugh.
I also read some of the comments, not yesterday, but the day before when I first saw the audio. I didn't listen to any audio. I didn't really care that much. But the when I saw the post about it, that all the audio came out from Amber Heard, pretty much beating the shit and abusing and all this other shit with Johnny Depp. Look at the comments. Everybody's making fun of Depp because he put up with it, and it's just like, dude, what do you do in that situation? You can't really do anything. In terms of publicity to the public, you can't do anything. Now he can go seek help. I take Jaron's advice in that. Like you can easily go seek help and get help if you're traumatized on it or you have some kind of PTSD or whatever. Go get help. It's easy to go get help and not let it know in the public that, hey, you're getting help. And hell, we might not even know. He probably is getting help.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would hope so at this point.
Yeah, and you make very, very, very valid points, but I still don't like the idea of not at least taking your self-worth, just making sure that you're okay as a person over letting somebody do that. Like, he's got so much money, like, you could literally just just to get out of the situation, you could fucking just leave the house, go get you another one, and stay the fuck there. Like
maybe
at some point, like, regardless of male or female or whatever the fuck, like, if you have every ability in the world to get out of a situation and you don't get out of that situation,
it's your fault.
I don't really have, I mean, again, I'm not knocking Depp because I really do understand that coin. Like, trust me. But I'm just in that, if it were me in that position, well, I wouldn't have probably even been in that position, but if I was and had the money,
you'd get out. Yeah.
I would, I mean, at least.
Because he has enough resources and enough power at his disposal.
Yeah, just go somewhere.
Let's be real. It is power because it's money and fame. He has power. He could. You're right. We don't know about his dating histories or what he's been through, like on a deeper level. We don't. I sure haven't heard anything about this dude's past. And probably because he never wanted to let Hollywood know a damn thing about it. Because who would, right? So he might have like had enough let's say rejections, or I'm probably not, but enough like bad experiences that he felt like it's always going to happen, so he just settled. Who's to say, right?
I know you all won't say it, but I'm about to take it to the next level, and I'm gonna say this because I actually have the balls to say it.
Sure.
If she's beating the shit out of me, I'm not the one leaving the house.
No, yeah, I'll get that, but that's why I said at worst case. I said worst case. Like I said, if you don't want to throw punches or take initiative and get her out, worst case you can dip because you can afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's not like it's not in the options. But yeah, totally. She wouldn't. First of all, she wouldn't even been yelling. But that's a whole other story.
It's relatable.
I just hear it yelled at regardless.
Both sides. I can relate to both sides because at this point, I wouldn't tolerate that either. But who's to say that somebody never quite got to that point in their own lives where they felt the way you guys are talking about? Like who's to say? Some people stay down in their hole and never dig out of the dirt. Even famous people. That's why we had. That's all we've had. One second, Nate. That's why we've had celebrity suicides, and that's a damn fine example of having all the money and fame and power in the world and it meaning nothing because they're so miserable. Nate, go ahead.
As strange as it is to say, me being the only married one in this group, when my wife gets mad at me, I just go to the basement.
Yeah, I mean,
fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
sometimes it's best to just walk the fuck away, right?
Good, you have a multi-level house.
Keep eyes on the back of you,
and you know what? That's not a bad idea because at least you're not leaving the house.
Yeah, that's true.
If she truly needs me, she'll call for me.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you're not sleeping on the couch, it's all good, man.
Right.
Or in the doghouse.
Couch the other night, though. Best sleep I've had in a while. Not to get off subject.
As long as you're not sleeping in the dog's house.
Yeah, as long as you're outside. As long as you're outside the damn dog.
Like literally in the doghouse. That's where the term comes from. Literally sleeping in the doghouse.
Oh my god.
I know, yeah.
Shit.
Hey man, it could always be worse. Life's short, McLovin. Smoke up.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, any final thoughts on Amber Heard?
What have you heard? Those are good ones. Good one, Adam. Thanks, man. Anyway,
way to high five yourself there, buddy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I guess. What's that?
If I don't, who will?
Any last words on this Amber Heard situation? Are we gonna see anything come from this? Is Amber Heard gonna reap what she sowed?
Probably not.
Or
I mean, she might lose a few movie roles because the director might be offended, but that's probably it. I'd say nine times out of 10, probably not. I'm sure she might get a few dirty looks, but little slap on the wrist. Go about your business.
I don't see much coming out of this, honestly.
Yes, Queen. Do your thing. Boss babe. All that.
Yeah, I don't really see much coming out of this, man. I mean, I see. I'm not throwing the idea of her getting reprimanded in some way that a man would for doing the same thing. I'm not throwing that idea out the window by any means, but yeah, I don't see. I don't really see much happening from this.
I mean, it'd be great if it did. It'd be great if we actually got some justice on this.
Some justice, yeah, but I mean, it's 2019 too, man.
Very true. I mean, and it's unfortunate. You hate to see it happen. I know that's like pretty much a meme to say that phrase at this point, but you do hate to see it happen.
It's our meme.
We didn't make that shit up.
We didn't make it up, or we don't want motherfuckers to say it.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, good old 2019 too.
Right on.
I didn't mean 2019 too. I meant you hate to see it.
Gotcha.
Like, well, that's a meme to say that now. Yeah, it sucks, but oh well.
Any final words, fam?
That was mine.
No.
Yeah, hopefully, here's my final word. Amber Heard will see nothing from this unless she commits murder.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, that guy had it coming, right? Whoever she murdered, and it's probably his.
You go, sis.
Shout out to Johnny Depp, though, one of the best actors in my opinion.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Donnie Depp.
Bonnie
Bonnie
Depp.
Shout out.
Shout out to Johnny Deep.
shout out to Johnny Sins. Nah, but Pirates 2 was my favorite. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I thought Pirates 2 was the best of the trilogy. And by trilogy, I mean I didn't see the ones after that. So there you go, Johnny. There's some support. I like Pirates 2 the best.
Good.
That's one of Lauren's favorite actors.
I like him a lot too.
Yeah, he's good. He's damn good.
No Tim Allen, but he's there.
He's no Rami Malek, but I mean could be, right?
No Tim Allen.
Hey, I don't care if nobody said Mr. Robot's one of the best TV shows I've ever watched in my life.
He's no Michael Cera, but who could be, right?
Hey, I know we're not on a movie podcast right now, but I will say I was not a fan of Rami Malek until after I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. And now that he's in the next James Bond, I don't know if you guys saw that trailer. Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of Rami Malek right now.
Yeah, you put the script on that because I remember when we were playing Until Dawn and we just kept making fun of him.
Dude, I did not watch Mr. Robot because I hated Rami Malek. But now I'm like, hey, Rami Malek's cool, man. He's cool. He's all right with me.
Yeah,
he's got a funny role in Until Dawn, the game. Anybody who's heard of that should play it. It's a good time.
Absolutely.
Anyways, yeah, we enjoyed that one. Anyways, we'll move on to our next topic then.
Yeah. So Gail King. If nobody knows who she is a CBS host who is, but only because this is relevant, an African American woman, an older one, and she recently got some backlash for interviewing Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant's legacy and his and quote unquote rape scandal. Keep in mind, this quote unquote scandal happened in 2003, and nobody seemed to give a fuck right about 2004 until now, of course, when he's died, and then everybody does what shitty people do and be shitty.
Everybody talks
Got to bring up old stuff.
Yeah.
He can't defend it. We said last time he can't defend himself. So
Yeah.
Oprah also had some interesting comments defending her friend Gail King, which I will give her respect for defending her friend. But to call the backlash against Gail King misogynistic is pretty naive to me. What's up?
Hold on. Can I pause that real quick?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna go around table.
Because I'm gonna play the clip.
If one of us,
spin the bottle, man.
if one of us were a journalist, which, if one of us was not pointing fingers,
You're working on it, yeah.
And we said the same thing. The exact same thing happened to us, right? But we said some shit out of line like that. Let's just say we said the exact same thing. We were in that exact same position. I'm gonna go around the table, and I'm gonna start with you. Would you defend your friend if they said some out of line shit like that?
Damn. I mean, depends if let's say if it's you guys or if it's a friend that I'm like not that cool with.
Okay. Let's say it was me. Would you defend me if I said some out of line shit like that?
Tell you, man, I might find a way to avoid the subject. I might find a way to not say anything. Be like, oh, well, I mean, I wasn't there. Or, I mean, that happened? Really? Oh, shoot. Well, hey, I mean, it's what it is. I'd probably find a way to get out of it, honestly. Because I know, even if it's fucked up, that's a tough one to be in, bro. That is. Because, let me give an example when it comes to, like, my story I'm writing, like, the character who has to defend his friend for fucked up shit. He'd most likely try to get him out of it, but also not slander his own name. Especially once they both start getting publicity to him. So let's say we're both famous at that point. You really got to be careful because you don't want your name going down the drain, but you also don't want your boy getting fucked over either. So it's
Nate, what about you?
So are we talking in terms of, so to speak, on the Kobe side or the Gail side?
No, if you're in Oprah's position if you were Oprah and one of us, or like your best friend said some shit like that, right? Would you defend them?
Honestly, I'm gonna say no, because you three know. You dig the hole, you can get yourself out of it. It's not gonna change how my aspect of our friendship, because of what you said. You're a grown ass adult. You can handle it yourself. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
It's fair.
Jaron?
But yeah.
No, let him finish. Go ahead,
Nate.
I didn't know you were done. My bad. Sorry.
But on the aspect of, like I said, no, I wouldn't defend you. But if it was something not on that scale, I would say yes, because I'd have you back no matter what. But something to the Kobe Bryant extent, you can get yourself out if you dug yourself that hole.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Don't forget, we're talking about celebrities at this point, so they have resources to get out of stuff.
For me,
we're talking about reputation, bro. That's not, like it's
reputation. True. I get it.
Yeah, for me, I'm icing you in person. But if they came and asked me some shit, I'm gonna spin it in a way that makes you look like the least amount of dumbass I possibly can.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like so basically, yeah, I'll take up for you in person, but or publicly, but in public, I'm icing your ass like hard. Like I'm not going to throw your name under the bus to make myself look better in public, but I'm also not going to make myself look like a dumbass and you look like even more of a dumbass in public either.
Sure.
I'm just going to lay some whatever out in public, and then in private I'm icing your ass. Like, nigga, you fucked up. I don't care if I'm damn Barack Obama and I'm talking to fucking Bill Clinton or whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden. Yeah.
Joe Trump. But
or Joe Trump. Shout out to Joe Trump.
Shout out to Joe Trump.
The reason why I asked that question is because in Oprah's response, she was like really emotional, like crying, almost crying.
Oh, yeah.
In her response on and she's saying like, "Oh my God, Gail's receiving death threats and blah 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 blah." And then Obama's former security guard is now the security guard for Gail because of this. All this weird ass shit, and it's just like, fam, you were like, if you listen to what she said, she's like, "Oh, if you go."
I'm gonna play it here. Y'all here. Let me play this shit real quick.
Listen to the entire interview.
Inquiring minds want to hear.
Yeah. But she's saying like, "Oh, if you go back and listen to the entire interview, like you don't need to listen to the entire interview.
You really don't.
Like that's not. It's not the Kanye West Ellen DeGeneres interview. It's not like that.
That was hilarious.
That's what the one part that is like. It's very clear what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And you've made millions off of doing shit like this, which is nasty.
Yeah, and let us not forget, she also interviewed R. Kelly recently.
Yeah.
And I think that mindset that she had in that interview, which is clearly how she feels personally, if you watch that.
The difference between that and this one is the fact that everybody was already against R. Kelly by the time she sat down and interviewed.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But but how she was interviewing and what she was trying to get out of the interviewee is the same shit here. So let me just play it. And she talking about, this time it's just it's just the script and you're taking out of context and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna play the shit.
Yeah, play it though.
I'm just playing the important part.
Be sure to play it.
It's going to be in the WNBA. It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't.
And that's possible.
Mhm.
I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, well, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify. So it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
I mean, does any more need to be said? Did Lisa Leslie not just play the big homie role or what?
Yeah.
Not only that, she spoke the truth. If you look at how she was looking in the interview, she was shocked. Like she was trying not to cry. Like she could not believe that they were bringing that shit up. Like
or
Gail King
make
was
this situation,
bringing that shit up.
that's just how it goes for celebrities. I mean, once they're out of here, I mean, literally. I mean, we've seen it with everyone. We've seen it with every celebrity that died. I mean, I feel didn't Chester from Linkin Park get some shit going on in his circle after he died? I feel like everyone does.
I don't think Chester did.
He didn't?
No.
Yeah.
Oh well, shit, bad example. But it seems to happen more often than not. I mean, you have them trying to dig up shit on him to make him look bad. And we talked about this last episode too. And I feel like it just isn't going to stop. I mean, when was this, Jaron? When was this interview?
Shit, like less than a week ago.
Yeah. Well, everything. I mean, the iron's still hot right now too.
Yeah. But Kobe died less than what about 2 weeks ago at this point?
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Sunday was a week. So yeah.
Sunday was a week.
Wow.
He ain't even been there 2 weeks yet, and people already talking all this trash.
Yeah, it just, in my opinion, that's just disrespectful in his legacy because
They don't care.
Kobe is by far one of the best and greatest sports in general athletes ever on the planet, in my opinion, personal opinion, and I absolutely hate basketball.
This is true. Y'all know Nate. Y'all know Nate's basketball.
Story.
But
It's just hard to think that he did so much in his career that people, now that he's gone, are trying to ruin what he had. You know,
Because they want it too.
yeah.
but most importantly,
Like a bad person.
yeah.
With wasn't Bill Cosby in the same heat, even though he ain't dead.
I mean,
We have a title for that too. Yeah.
Yep.
But
We talked about
that'd be a good segue for the Bill Cosby topic.
Well, man, I got a lot more to say about this, nigga.
Okay.
And also the Bill Cosby thing was a part of it, so it wasn't its own topic. But the most important thing that people should know after listening to that interview, if they don't know, is that the person who tried to take him to court and say that he raped her and all that other shit, like 6 different dudes' semen was found inside of her when she tried to do all that.
I do that.
Yeah, people forget that part. That part's not talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Kobe, and not just because you can be an amazing basketball player and still be good shit, but this dude outside of basketball was so
Yeah.
human, which is very to see out of a celebrity, not just celebrity, but just somebody who's successful. Period.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. I
Very
mean,
true,
we could name the stuff he did, but I mean, hell, he created a league for kids,
Mm-hmm. True too.
and all these people shouting that he didn't do anything for black people. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. And so after all this, though, Snoop Dogg got on social media,
Yeah.
and he did exactly what a friend of someone who just died, especially tragically, did. like I know we always bash people who get on social media and saw out their problems or whatever, but this was needed. What Snoop Dogg did, I'm pretty sure everybody saw the video that Snoop Dogg put up, right?
I can play that one too.
About him, yeah. Please play the Snoop Dogg one real quick.
Let me play the Snoop Dogg clip for y'all.
That one's short enough. Yeah.
Gail King, out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gail. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumbass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call him one? Funky dog head bitch. Tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
I mean,
Typical Snoop.
Good stuff.
I mean, he hit it with that gangster shit, and I guarantee you. So should we play Snoop's backtrack on that statement?
Hold on. Before we get to Snoop's backtrack, let's go why he had to do this backtrack. To me personally, you already know me. I don't think he needed to do that at all. But that's just me. Especially with Snoop being Snoop, and Snoop still he has nothing to lose from saying what we just listened to. Nothing to lose.
That's true.
However, there are people saying that, oh my God, he's telling people to go after her, like, and then Oprah came out, and that's when Oprah came out after this whole response from Snoop, and she came out and was crying because she's like, she's receiving death threats now, and blah blah blah, and she's scared for her life, and it's just like, fam, you said this shit about somebody who tragically died less than a fucking week ago.
Yeah, there's really no backing out of it.
Regardless of if who the fuck it is.
Happened. What did you think? This is what really pisses me off. This is what really pisses me off. Like you want to run around and you want to talk shit, right? Because that's basically what she was doing. She wanted to throw shade at Kobe. Whether she personally wanted to do it or not, she personally and professionally and publicly decided to fucking do it. Mm-hmm. Regardless of the purpose, she threw shade at a dead man. Not only was it him that died, it was his daughter, dude. Yeah. Like you can't fucking like fathom that before you do this interview and start bringing up allegations to his friend, and then this goes out because you're interviewing some, and then you're acting like you're scared now because and you act like you didn't know this shit was gonna fucking happen. That's what really pisses me off is the fact that you want to run around and you want to say this shit, and then when people are like, hey, yeah, you probably should watch where you go from now on, and then now you want to act like you're fearing for your life. Now you want to say, oh my God, I didn't mean for this to happen. Then you want to get your homeboy Oprah to fucking cry on TV about it and try and get people to sympathize with you. Like, Snoop, not by any means was Snoop saying we're going to physically attack you. Gail's fucking 70 years old. However, if somebody were to do it, I wouldn't blame them. But that's just, I mean, that's just my personal opinion on it. It's fair. I'm not saying somebody should walk up to her and punch her in the face. However, if somebody actually did do it, I wouldn't care at all.
Right. I mean, you put yourself, at least in this case, this isn't like Amber Heard. This one actually, might happen.
Yeah, and in light of how, basically how men and women are more or less at war with each other, shit like this happening isn't, first off, it's not giving, there's actually two facets to this, because not only is there a male and female war, there's also a fucking race war going on too. Like white people and black people are trying to divide again. Male and female are trying to divide.
Yeah, right? Still. It's just way more low key nowadays.
It's not low key. You heard what he said. Why are you doing this to us? We your people.
That's fair.
He's specifically talking about black, like them throwing shade at black men, black women throwing shade at black men, but not at white men. That he literally was saying, why are you doing this with us, but not people like Harvey Weinstein?
Not your homeboy, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, which is I think owns the network or whatever. Fuck. But her and Harvey they work together.
You know, it's funny. Here's another way to look at it too. This whole COVID thing didn't just affect America. This affected the entire world. And you know what happens when a male, not just a male, but I'm not even putting the race in there because I don't really give a shit about that part. A male that influenced the entire world, his death affected the entire world.
Yeah.
So now when everybody's talking about women and this whole women's movement, that stops because there was a tragic death. Now that's just another way of looking at it. It's like, oh, why are we talking about this guy when he had a rape allegation in 2003 that never went anywhere? And it's like
are you really serious?
You're trying to get somebody to stop talking about a man. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I said that's a nasty way to try and get somebody to stop talking about a man.
Yeah, it is. And you know that, and you can't tell me. And look, Gail King, she's a smart woman. You know that she knew what she was saying when she said it, and she know, and you know that she, just like everybody else in the entire world, knows the impact that Kobe Bryant had on the world. Not just how well he could shoot a basketball, like some people were trying to say. He just could dribble the ball. Like, what's the big deal? Like no, this dude did a lot for communities. He did a lot for the sport of basketball. He did a lot for his family. He did a lot for black people. He did a lot for Asian people. He did a lot for white people. You know what I'm saying? So to even, like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that he's some perfect fucking human being, right? Like, we don't know what people do behind closed doors. Right. But you, like, first off, the chick had 6 different kinds of semen in her. This shit happened, what, 17 years ago? 16, 17 years ago?
And she worked at the hotel. And we all know that bitch that works at the hotel, especially at Stonewall Jackson and Hojo. We knew some bitch that worked at Hojo too. Yeah. And they worked never mind, I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah. and on top of that, he's been with his now widow since that fucking time period. They've been married since 2003 or 2004. And they got like all them kids. So not only is that disrespectful to really any stand-up, any man should think this is bullshit. Any person with a heart should think this is bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. Which is why she's getting so much backlash and needs fucking Obama's security. Mm-hmm. Which to me, you know what, you reap what you sow. Like, I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm really not surprised. And shit, I lost my other point. Damn. But you know what I was getting at. I lost my other damn point. But
you're unable to game.
Well, all this made Snoop Dogg lose a walk back, which made me very, very disappointed in Snoop Dogg for doing the walk back.
Let me play the walk back now. So y'all heard what he came with earlier, right? Now listen to this. Oh shit, it's not playing. Hold on.
Why isn't it playing, Jaron?
I had my damn volume down.
Why is it
trying to be a good podcast host?
What's the problem?
Shit,
people are waiting, man.
Hurry up. So this big Snoop Dogg. Here's a message for the people that need to know. I'm a non-violent person. When I said what I said, I spoke to the people who felt like Gail was very disrespectful towards Kobe Bryant and his family. Now, with that being said, what I look like wants some harm to come to a 70-year-old woman. I was raised way better than that. I didn't want no harm to come to her and didn't threaten her. All I did was say, check it out. You out of pocket for what you're doing, and we watching you. Have a little bit more respect for Vanessa, her babies, and Kobe Bryant's legacy. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to do what I got to keep doing. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We're very nonviolent. We just want to say that first and foremost. We speak from the heart. Some of you who have no heart don't understand that. But anyway, carry on and enjoy your day.
I love this dude. I love his voice.
But anyway,
I love his voice.
That dude's smoother than a motherfucker. I can't lie.
You remember that episode of King of the Hill where he was the pimp? I love his voice. I can listen to this dude talk like anything.
All right, but yeah. So he backpedaled pretty heavy there. You know what I mean? Now he didn't backpedal as far as I feel about that one. Yeah. How do y'all feel about?
He definitely was sounding a little violent though.
Considered in the heat of the moment.
What'd you say?
With his first remarks, that'd be considered in the heat of the moment.
Probably, yeah.
Which I could see why he said what he said the first go around. If it just happened and all this shit was going down about it.
Right. Well, he tried to say that he's not trying to sound violent though, which he kind of was in the first.
Yeah, he was.
It's very obviously.
Come on. It's Snoop.
Saying this, taking it like this way, like trying to cover his tracks. I mean, there's really no covering it. I mean, he honestly, I feel like if he's going to do it the first time at all, to just let it be, because I feel like whenever you say something strong like that, even if it's wrong, covering your tracks makes you look weaker, in my opinion.
Yeah. But here we are, celebrities.
Let Nate finish. Let Nate finish. What are you saying?
Sorry.
I'm done.
Oh, all right.
I have a question for you guys.
Warren's twirling his mustache like a villain.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, what up?
I'd love to know. Inquiring minds.
As we're in Steve's position, when you personally knew Kobe, would you say the same thing? The first go round?
Yeah, probably, man. I mean, honestly.
Man.
You gotta understand. Imagine just like you brought up earlier, if it was your best friend, but this time your best friend's the one getting the heat. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, like, how are you gonna defend your boy or your girl?
I'm saying if I'll start this off first, and then we'll go around. If Adam, you died in a tragic accident, right? And somebody went on and recorded or publicly and said, "Oh well, back in 2019, we were going to Brewers together. He treated me like shit. Do you think the way he treated people in the year 2012, if the way he was treating people, do you think that maybe people look back on his legacy rather than all the other shit he did? You mean to tell me I wouldn't feel some type of way if I heard somebody say that shit about you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'd feel that way. I'd feel some type
of like, and you think, and y'all know me, y'all know I would say a lot worse shit than Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah,
of course,
Than Snoop Dogg to that person if I ever caught on the streets.
Of course.
Now let's go on the clock.
You're cutting out pretty bad, bro.
I said, how would you respond to that?
How would I respond to that? If I was the dead one, or if I was the other way around. I'm just fucking around. All right, so yeah, if I was the one defending my deceased homie, I'd probably give him hell too, because yeah, you're just slandering a decent person's name. Probably. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, definitely. Especially if it's your dear friend, if it's your dear family member. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone has their limit. But when it comes down to it, the people you cherish the most, if one of them's gone and you got some scumbag trying to get money out of it, trying to get publicity, of course you got to tear him up. You got to tear that ass up. Of course you have to tear that ass up.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just how real ones do it, And I'll drink to that, but I don't have a glass. But speaking of that, I'm gonna get a drink really fast. But somebody else can go.
So that being said, like defending your homie, I've known this guy now. We've been friends since we were 4 years old, and we're going on 26, 27 now. See, that's different when you've known somebody 20 plus years, and somebody starts to detain them. Say if they tragically pass, knock on wood, I'm gonna light them up. Shit, that's a good.
Oh yeah.
I haven't known y'all that long, not 20 plus years, but same will go for y'all. I've known you long enough to go to bat for you guys.
Shit, we all know each other at least 10 to 12?
Shit, me and Jaron know each other since
yeah, me and Adam know each other since But
His babyhood.
yeah.
And so Nate, I have an add-on question for you. If you were to get backlash for going at him for that, would you do a walk back?
No,
Would you walk back your comments?
no, not at all.
Oh, you're saying going at them? Okay. Going at them. I heard my name.
What
I was like,
I said is what I said, and usually when I say it, I mean it.
Absolutely. Jaron, your turn.
I would go hard, yes, and, it's no question. It's no fucking question. I mean, because I'm one of them people where if you're my homie, like you're my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And within my homies, I got my homies. You know what I'm saying?
so homies, get your homies.
Any one of them people, like it's no question. Especially if somebody tries to say some shit like that when you being the close homie, you know the real story, right?
Absolutely,
you know exactly what happened. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been as emotional as Snoop Dogg probably, but I would have laid into him a little bit. Yeah,
you don't know that.
I mean, if I had that clout and my friend had that clout, and you know he died tracks and somebody tries to, but yeah, I'm going in. And am I backtracking and apologizing? No, because I usually try to say things right the first time. Like Nate, pretty much like Nate said, like if I said it, then that's what I meant. And I'm not really going to backtrack because somebody feels, you know, like people are out to get them when people are going to be able to get them anyway, regardless of what I said. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what they said. So yeah, you're getting the full brunt, the full verbal brunt.
You're getting the venable special.
No, that's different. Up the names and shit, but anyway.
Sorry, that's my bad. Edit that part out.
Now, if I may, I want to quote the I would say late great, but he's just nor late nor great. I say great in a capacity, but Bill Cosby has a Twitter. I did not know that. He also has 3 million followers. Yeah. He tweeted out 4 weeks ago and said, "Hey Snoop, when they brought me to my gated community and placed me inside of my penthouse, they didn't win, nor did they silence me. It's so sad and disappointing that successful Black women are being used to tarnish Black men." I gotta agree with Bill Cosby, and it's not just Black women, Black men. It's just women and men in general.
Yeah.
But I do have to agree with Bill Cosby. Now, Bill Cosby probably not the advocate for this situation nor the conversation, but I mean,
it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could be worse.
Charles Manson. That's about the only person that's worse in people's eyes now.
Charles Manson. Maybe if you dug Hitler up, reanimate Hitler.
Right, yeah. Hitler than this Bill Cosby in people's eyes.
Bill Cosby's number 2. Right under Hitler.
Yeah.
Maybe O.J. Simpson, probably. I don't know.
Oh God, I forgot he existed. Is he still alive?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think he's in jail for tax evasion or some other shit now.
No.
He's in jail.
He's a free man now.
I heard he got out. Yeah, last year or 2018. I think it was.
Yeah,
it was
last year.
Jail can't handle OJ, man.
Apparently not.
They try to digest OJ and they just spit his ass back out. He can't never stand it.
I mean, he didn't mean to do it, so.
Hey, I'm gonna say the glove did fit though.
You must not have quit.
Too.
But I mean, for our listeners though, we this is why we do this. This is why we have these conversations like this, so you guys can know exactly like what goes through different minds of not just males but of people in general, of your average person. When shit like this goes down, we can see through the bullshit for the most part.
For the most part.
I
think us a little more than some other people, but.
And you got some foam in your chin, bro.
I'm drinking milk. For those who aren't aware of our Skype look.
Oh, man.
Which is everybody except for the Instagram, I guess.
I forgot to shave.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, first off, I think it's hilarious that Bill Cosby is fucking tweeting. Yeah. That almost doesn't sound like something. It's weird though, because I almost don't buy it.
And Trump does
Like,
it all the time.
I mean,
tweet. Old celebrities tweet.
First off, Trump ain't tweeting his own fucking tweets. All right, none of these presidents tweet their own tweets.
I don't know, man.
They he's not tweeting his own shit. I can't buy that.
Yeah, they have publicists. I mean,
So to prove that Trump's not tweeting on his Twitter account,
Okay.
to go back to said whatever, I believe it was the Nationals game when it was either the Nationals game when he got booed or the college football game when the whole stadium cheered.
Oh, God.
While he was on camera waving, a tweet got sent out.
Oh, really? Okay.
There you go.
So it just hand over heart.
I mean, he could have been doing this. He could have been having one hand on the phone.
no.
Trump is not in charge of his Facebook and or Twitter accounts. I will put that down on anything.
And neither is any fucking president.
Very.
That's the thing. People try to say that Trump is so damn different and so damn special. Dude, he's a president. Like, all them rules still apply. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people.
Political
I just-
things, but I just figured I'd bring that up.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I mean, that's perfect.
I feel that.
But back to Bill Cosby. Again, this just seems a little too fucking weird for me. I don't know. I just can't accept it at face value. Not even so much that Bill Cosby's tweeting, or that he's in a penthouse in the gated community or wherever the fuck, because that's pretty much jail for rich motherfuckers anyway. It's just your isolation. Like we see all the fucking time in movies and shit. You just put you somewhere remote or put you in a gated community and then you don't get to leave.
That's true.
Which is damn near almost. I mean, you got creature comforts, but it's still a prison.
But that is too. I can speak from experience. Not to interrupt you, Jaron.
Okay.
My cousin Stephanie. She's been in prison for almost 7 years now. And she's on that work release program or what she's getting ready to be on. She's been in prison for that long, and she's getting ready to graduate with her cosmetology license.
Damn, fam.
So
she's gonna be able to get out and be rehab.
in a sense, part of prison is not like hardcore as TV, like Beyond Scared and shit proves. Yeah, she made a mistake, but she knows she made a mistake, and she's bettering herself to get out.
Oh yeah, she's getting out with something she can go do.
Yeah.
Rebuilding life.
Yeah, that's
That's a real family moment.
Very relatable.
And again, for the listeners, that like you guys should know too, like all this shit that's happening, we try and spread the awareness of all the bullshit that they're spewing out to us. That's what this whole Gail King thing. Like, it really, the fact that Gail King pretty much said, "I'm offended," pretty much screamed, "I'm offended," after all this backlash, and it's like, it's too late for that, fam. You're 70 years old. You should know better. You should know better than anyone. You've been on this earth for 70 years.
On this earth.
Exactly.
She went through all the eras.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
What's the era past, baby boomer? What's that one?
Nah, that's like
I'm just-
if you're talking about generations of people, that's like 3 or 4 generations ago.
I'm kind of exaggerating. But what was that one? What was that one called though? I'm exaggerating now.
It's Gen W.
golden oldies.
Now we in Gen W now, Generation Woman.
Oh my God.
No, I'm bullshitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bill Cosby shit, man, I don't know. It just seems weird. Just the way the text was worded, the tweet was worded. I just can't imagine Bill Cosby like speaking like that.
Yeah.
It just was weird.
It's controlled by an outside source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you put that little blue check by it and everybody believes it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, don't even start on that trash. Yeah, bro. As soon as you got that fucking following, my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Gail King and her being a piece of shit. And somebody called her Chewbacca, and then everybody ganged up on them. Like, it's just fucking crazy, man.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
it's dumb as shit, man. Dumbest shit. Now, I guess I'll segue us into the next topic. So there's we have two more topics, and we'll go through this one.
Okay.
Superman.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
I heard it was Spider. I heard it was Spider-Man now. They cranked it.
It was Uncle Ben. But anyways,
Dead again.
Some damn good rice.
Dead for the 7th time.
Shout out to
So out in California, there was a man who was posing as a Lyft/Uber driver, who was driving around, and at first it didn't really click, because I was like, how do you fake being an Uber Lyft driver, but living in Orlando, living in the state of Florida, period, as big as the state is, I can assure you, people will just walk into random people's cars when they say they're Lyft or Uber.
Yeah.
Especially at airports. At airports, it's very easy to get, to just get somebody just walk into your car, because there's so many of them. This guy, and this is really weird, but it doesn't surprise me at all. So there's a man posing as an Uber Lyft driver, and people were getting into his car, and he was picking up mostly women, and he was like forcing himself on them, like kissing them. Nothing too extreme, but even that. And then here's another part. One of the people, this was on February 1st, how they caught him was that he was creeping on one of the people he dropped off at their house, and he was chilling in their backyard, looking through their windows.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
That's a lot of creepy.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he was finally, he was on one of the people he dropped off at their house, and he was chilling in their backyard, looking through their windows.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
That's a lot of creepy.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he was finally caught, and they're asking people to come forward. Now this begs the bigger question, which is the one thing I've always had too, because and this is weird, but I know somebody personally that goes through people's houses, not through their houses, but they go on people's porches, and during Christmas season they steal their packages. Yeah, and the fact that they told me this, and I was just like, I know I can't call anybody a piece of shit, but I was really taken back by it. Being an Uber driver, you're dropping people off at their house or at someone else's house, and the fact that you actually know where that person lives, like Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, they can do anything with that information, which is the crazy part.
Yeah, that's true. Whether you're, working or not, that's true.
Now, I don't want to get too away from the actual subject of this guy doing this shit, but the fact that Uber came out almost a year ago and said that in the future they plan on having, self-driving cars in Uber and stuff like that, which means they're going to be which I'm pretty sure they're already documenting everybody's information anyways, between Uber and all that other shit. But would you feel safer having someone in the car dropping you off at your house, or no one or a self-driving car dropping you off right at your doorstep?
Well,
Man, I mean,
that's tough.
Yeah,
We're in this day and age. Like I tell everybody at my job, like this is the last generation of people like working in a distribution center or something like that. Like blue collar jobs are going away, and I assume drivers will next. So it's like you're taking away work if you're driving like with a robot. And at that point, you probably are going to get there safe. I mean, let's be real. I mean, most of the shit's probably going to be programmed correctly. But then you start to feel, well, maybe not. Jared's making a face. But then you've also got dealing with people. Yeah, it's going to be more personal because obviously we would prefer to talk to other human beings, right? I mean, I know I would. But then you have to deal with the fact that you might be dealing with a psycho or a weirdo or a pervert or fill in the blank, So it's like that's tough. I mean, I honestly would still rather deal with a person because I'm not about that super futuristic to the point where we start to rely on robots bullshit. I mean,
Yeah.
then again, I use UPS for fucking everything, so who am I to talk, right? But that's a little different than having to talk to a robot, having to literally watch a machine drive itself. You know, it's a little bit of a slippery slope, but I would still be on team human for now, unless an argument convinces me otherwise. But go ahead, Nate.
The one thing you got to watch too is nowadays you have to be on high alert, no matter what it is. I would do the human aspect as compared to, but the rate. Let me say this: the rate Tesla is going is the future for cars, because they're pouring a lot of time and money into the self-driving aspect of the vehicle. But you don't know what that car can do because there's nobody behind the wheel. But that also brings up the human aspect, is there is a human behind the wheel and you don't know what they can do with the car.
That's a fair point too.
So you've always on the back. See, I'm into stuff like this. You've got to keep your, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You got to stay on high alert because of this deal with this creeper out in California. You're in the back seat. He's in the front seat. He has control of the vehicle.
And let's be real, this isn't the first time this happened. This isn't the first instance. This isn't the first guy to do this or the first person to do this.
Oh.
We've seen people get robbed from using Lyft. We've seen people get, harassed, assaulted, all kinds of shit from that. We just saw one, James and I did an episode of Half-Ass last year where we were talking about where the lady, it was a woman driver, a woman Lyft driver, and she had some homeboys. So every time she would pick someone up, they would rob the person that she picked up.
Wow.
Yeah. And this happened, of course.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I believe it. There's scum out there.
Never heard that one.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's unfortunate, man. It's always some bullshit that ruins like something good. Like Uber was supposed to be the chance for any average person to make some good extra side money, driving people around and picking up drunk asses on the weekends and shit. Like that's all it really needs to be. Everybody got to ruin some fucking shit. Like everything that is positive gets ruined. Like damn near fucking everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just sad. Like so now you're gonna have chicks that don't trust Uber no more. That's the main source of money right there is girls getting Ubers. Because not only they're getting them when they're drinking with themselves and doing things like that, they're also guys are I know a big piece of the culture in Colombia is actually because the traffic situation is so bad, it's for the men to buy the girl an Uber to the date. Like that's part of their culture. That's like expected if you're going on a date with a chick in Colombia. So like if they had that mindset that people have here, and then people were doing, even though people are arguably doing shit like that or worse in Ubers. It's just interesting to me and how shit can just get so perverted in America, and then it's just such a big thing. Mm-hmm. Like it's just really amazing. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just going to lead to people not using Uber and not trusting that shit, and then it's going to cut in the honest people's money like everything else, and and it's it's just case of one bad apple ruins the bunch. Yeah,
we can never have anything nice, man.
Can't even have a I'm saying a solid side hustle, man. It's got to turn into that. So I mean, you could argue Uber's cut has become bigger over the years too, and the pool is a lot bigger of drivers, so you're making less anyway, which is another topic. But I mean, at least the consumer could trust the drivers of the, you know what I'm saying? And these people aren't even drivers. That's the thing. They're posing as them. Yeah. But it still makes the company look like shit. And it still makes people not want to use the shit.
Yeah, true.
And I was having a conversation with an Uber driver the other day, and he was like, yeah, man, you don't believe how many chicks I had that get in his car and are drunk. And one chick invited me up to her room the other night, but, I'm an old man. I'm just like,
yeah, don't. To quote Michael Scott, C. Carell, don't like that. Because like I did a little bit of lifting myself, not for very long because I just got kind of tired of it. It's not too reliable where I live at least. And like there's some times where you're just like, this isn't a situation I'm too fond of. It's like this one time this girl wanted me to take her to just this like dirty part of town, and it's just like surrounded by just shit that I wasn't comfortable being around. Just I mean I don't really know how to explain it better than that. Like a an unsavory neighborhood, one might say. And then you got sometimes, well, dude, I mean, like when you're doing Lyft, you have to do what they want. And this other time, someone drove. I had to drive someone across like 3 different cities. That was my best payment day too, by the way. I had to literally go across the state. And after that, I kind of quit doing it. But I can see why someone would be creeped out by Uber and Lyft. It just, I guess, but. I guess I'll go ahead and pass the mic on that one. I'm just talking like as a former driver, you really do have to prepare for people. You just have to be ready for it. And yeah, but the few times I was in cities like through traveling and doing it for everywhere, most of the time the driver was chill. But then you might get someone. I remember one time. Here's an actual decent example. I remember one time, I think it was the last time I went on like out of the state for a trip. I think it was actually when I went to San Diego. It might have been that. That was just for a random trip. That was a couple of years ago. Never mind. This isn't recent. So, but this guy seemed to be either on drugs or wanting some drugs. Didn't say a word driving. Kept just sort of glancing over at me like really quickly and stuff, and like wouldn't talk, like wouldn't respond. So it's like when you're dealing with someone that seems shady, I can understand why people would be creeped out, and then doubly so when they get perverted, So yeah, it's understandable from both the driver and the passenger. You gotta take a risk every time you get in that car or drive it.
Yeah, and now they make you sit in the back too. You can't even sit in the front seat anymore, unless you get like 3 or more people. Which that's safe. Honestly, I think that's safer than sitting in front seat and not knowing who's in your passenger seat. Anything can happen at that point. I mean, anything can happen in the back seat too, but
True.
Yeah, they're taking all the precautions that they need to take.
Even more reason to get your concealed carry.
Very much, yeah. Especially as a driver or something like that. Oh yeah, you gotta be strapped.
You gotta have some form.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because you never know.
You gotta be strapped as a driver.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah, man. I mean, so you was in a bad neighborhood, Adams? That's what freaked you out?
I mean, well, as far as when I was doing the driving in Florida, yeah.
Okay.
It just felt like this is not the place I want to be driving. I mean, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll start to sound bad, but like it just felt like this is a place I could get jumped. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh hell.
But then again, I haven't lifted in nearly a year at this point. So.
Oh shit. I feel that. I mean, shit. Any other thoughts on that? On crazy Uber guy? I mean, no surprise. Just somebody taking shit too far.
Yeah.
Take shit way too fucking far.
I do have a topic though. Not to add to what we've got going on, but did y'all see about the Chinese military hacking into about half of the United States 401k and Social Security and credit, killing everybody's credit?
Nice.
I read that it was on the news when I was at my mom's house today.
What?
The U.S. caught the Chinese government hacking into people's Social Security and credit cards and stuff and killing their credit.
What you mean killing their credit?
Like the Equifax, like their, like your TransUnion or whatever.
Yeah, I know what that is, but how are they killing it?
Using your credit card and not knowing it.
Oh wow!
They broke into some database.
Was it Equifax's database?
Yeah, because that came on, and I got onto my Credit Karma, and my Equifax is 50 points lower than my TransUnion.
Oh wow.
Which is a big drop in the credit world.
Yeah.
So you said so that should affected you.
Yeah. And I don't even know how or what happened because I don't have a credit card. One of the very few that can say that, but I don't have one.
Oh, really?
That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't have a credit card either. Actually.
I have a couple, but I mean that's for personal reasons.
Oh, so yeah, they did the Equifax hacks. That's right. I forgot. Oh, that's interesting.
Nor do I have a credit card either. But
yeah, I remember it happened back in 2017. That was like, yeah, that's like one of the biggest hacks ever. The Equifax leak hack. Yeah.
I've heard about it today. I get that.
Yeah, damn near. You're right. Damn near half of Americans got their shit obtained.
that's
Nearly 150 million people.
Speaking of China,
holy shit! I gotta check my shit, man. God damn.
Man, this happened 2 years ago, bro. Like the damage has already been done. If there was gonna be any damage, it's already been done at this point.
and this back on this China topic, the coronavirus. Did you guys see the article about Lysol having the coronavirus is like 99% killed within 30 seconds on their warning label?
Wow, bro.
Really?
Before the coronavirus even became like as big as it is now, it's on the warning label on the back of a Lysol spray can.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised at that because, like I said in the last cast, coronavirus has been around since the 50s. Like it's not new. Like they're naming this strain the general term of coronavirus. It's really kind of that's why I was saying like it's just kind of dumb because like why are they calling it coronavirus when they called every single one of them like they had like SARS, which was like something acute respiratory something syndrome or some shit, or you know what I'm saying? Like they name those other things. They just literally call this coronavirus, which I found interesting. But yeah, that's another good point. Like yeah, the shit's been around, fam. Like fans and listeners, but yeah, crazy stuff.
Yep.
However, on a lighter note, last topic of the day. Angry pastor.
Oh boy.
Rant
Yeah, here we go.
about the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
This is crazy.
He's not asking. He's not pleading. He's not begging. He's demanding $327 trillion
Good Lord.
from the NFL, which the NFL does not have.
And no way can touch that.
Well, this dude,
The world doesn't have that.
let me tell you, I have no problem calling somebody a piece of shit, and this guy is one. Like,
let me go ahead and play the clip.
yes, play that one.
Since we're playing clips.
People need to hear that shit.
It's a pastor, and he's demanding money. I mean, it's nothing new.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
I mean, honestly,
This guy is nuts.
He's just doing it in a more bizarre and idiotic way of demanding a lot of money. Right?
Yeah, when you hear this guy, he's the worst kind of Christian. You'll see why.
My one question about this is how come you couldn't just wait till Sunday?
Very funny because I mean, fill that offer plate, right? But no.
Tell everybody to empty their pockets on Sunday, and you'll have a lot of money.
Yeah, tell him.
That must mean his church isn't making it.
No, this guy seems like the type that would literally say if you don't give money you're going to hell. He seems like that kind of preacher. But yeah, go ahead and play that. Jaron.
Yeah. Check this out. It's loading his
Play it.
I am. It's playing his
I think we're on the
free
shoot.
warnings.
I'm just kidding.
I think we're on the shoot. I said, what do you mean? I think we ought to sue. That's what I think. Hey, folks. Were there any warnings before that Super Bowl halftime show? Would that halftime show, would that have been rated PG?
No, boy.
Yep.
Were there any warnings that your 12-year-old young son, whose hormones are just getting ready, just starting to operate, was there any warning that what he's going to see might cause him to get sexually excited? Well, I think we ought to go sit down in the courtroom and present this as evidence of how the whoever is keeping me from getting into the kingdom of heaven. Could I go into a courtroom and say, viewing what you put on that screen put me in danger of hellfire? Could the court say, Roger, could the court say that doesn't apply here? That doesn't apply here because pornography, the right to porn overrides your right to watch it. Yeah, but you didn't tell me I was going to watch it. You just brought it into my living room. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me there were going to be crotch shots.
This guy should be trolled on.
So we should know better. You should know better because it's J-Lo and whoever that was. You should know. She's an expert in crotch shots.
Whoever that was.
No, I protect my eyes. I didn't know that about her. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it.
I was looking the whole time.
Is it not discriminatory?
Yeah, obviously.
For me to say, I love watching the NFL. I want to watch the Super Bowl. But I don't want to watch that. If they bring that into my house, is that not discriminatory? Roger, what do you think? Is there an attorney out there say, huh? That's discriminatory against the values I have in my house. You can't just do that. They won't even let you talk about homos on Facebook.
Triggered.
You can tell this guy's an idiot. This guy's an idiot for
that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, but you can tell this guy's an idiot.
You're chomping at the bit, man. What you gotta say?
I am chomping at the bit because this guy's an idiot and ignorant and loud, and he deserves to be trolled. One thing, this is the type of person that you just want to see lose and fail, honestly, because he's dragging like my own personal religion to the dirt just by being the worst representative of it. I can't talk either. I sound as dumb as this guy. But so it's like he doesn't even know who Shakira is for one thing. And whoever this was in to my living room. It's just like he's already screaming at the top of his lungs. So you're not gonna take him seriously. And just sheer ignorance. I mean, and you got people like this in every capacity, but it just pisses me off personally because I've experienced people like this, more than just once, and it's like they're out here trying to preach a message too. On top of that, he's a pastor, right? You said.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So there you go. He's obviously probably acting like this in his church. I'm sure people are still coming. That's pissing me off. I can't stand like bad preachers. I really can't. I've experienced a few, and it's just like you can tell he probably preaches hate as well, talking like that. So it really rubs me the wrong way that he even thinks he's going to win a lawsuit. First of all, based on the bullshit he's throwing. Yeah, like come on, you sound ridiculous for one thing, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. On top of that, so yeah, there's two strikes. Yeah, I'm just not really a fan, but I'll pass the mic.
If I was 12 years old again, I'd love seeing stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Or what? Give or take 12, 13, maybe before that when JT and Janet Jackson.
He pulled the yeah.
Yeah, act like little boys don't want to see attractive women. Obviously, I mean, come on now.
But they also do make this thing called a television remote, where you hit the up button and change the channel.
That's his football.
Thing, isn't it?
No, bro, but that's his Super Bowl game, though. Remember, it's all about him. So, no, that's not good enough.
And to kind of pull what Nate's saying about the Janet Jackson thing, I know we were kids, but how young were we? We were at the puberty age.
We were right
there, dude. We had been between like 11 and 15 when that shit happened.
Because the reason why I say it is because my family had a tradition of the Super Bowl. Like of course, my dad, my brother, we were always about football. But in the Super Bowl, the women would come over too, and it'd be like a whole like family gathering for the Super Bowl. So I remember sitting there watching that happen, and yeah, it was a little bit of like, you know, the women, my mom, and everybody knows my mom, so my mom was like, oh, what's going on, you know, that whole thing. Like, but for the most part, nobody was like, oh, cover your eyes, or oh, you know, turn the channel, or anything like. It was, you know, I was at the age of where it was like, oh wow, okay, nice. It wasn't like
2004.
Yeah, bro. That was pre-offended era, though. You gotta remember.
Yeah.
2004, so
Sure.
it'd be what?
So I was 11 at that
Yeah, we was 12 at least.
Yeah.
I was 11 in 04.
Yeah, bro. We were all that age, but again,
Football, 30.
like,
Yeah.
people weren't offended by shit back then. At least not to this degree.
Yeah. Like it's, oh my gosh, like this is, it's hilarious. At the same time, it is alarming to see people just react this way about something so dumb. Like,
It's because it's the narrative.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
People wouldn't be that offended, especially when it's coming from J-Lo and Shakira, which we already knew what to expect from them. It's not like they were.
Yeah.
And another thing was the year before, Adam Levine was running around shirtless.
Yeah, I remember that.
At
That was last year.
Probably wasn't trying about that.
Yeah.
Oh no, because they wouldn't for a male. Like, I mean, that's who's gonna, right?
Yeah, what if he had daughters and Adam Levine shirtless with tattoos and fucking blonde hair? Then what? You know what I'm saying?
What's the blonde hair?
I'll say this. And I might catch some flack for it from some of our listeners that I know that actually listen to the podcast. It's better than Lizzo running around during a halftime show.
I mean, everybody knows it is, man. Shit.
Because an attractive person of any
Everybody
gender
knows
is,
it is.
you know, gonna be more favored than that.
Yeah,
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
I say it all the time. Universally, as human beings, we can all appreciate the beauty of an attractive woman.
Attractive person.
Attractive. No, attractive woman.
I'm saying for both sides, bro. I'm not just saying for us. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying too. I said universally too.
All right, fair.
Because what is the default symbol of beauty? A woman and a woman's body, right?
Fair.
That's not to demonize them or to sexualize them or whatever. It's just a fact. So again, no surprise. But again, this dude, you know, I don't know, man. He I can understand the mindset of somebody like that, but at the same time, like, bro, you gotta realize like what you're getting into here. Like, as somebody who's supposed to know so much about the Bible, you should already know what this is about. But again, what do I know? I'm not a pastor, right? So,
I can just,
bro, you should already know what the Super Bowl halftime show is about.
Right, well,
Yeah.
This dude just sounds like the worst type of, preacher. It's just based on that one video. Maybe I'm biting off a little more than I can chew on that argument, but I've come across people like that before, and usually you can tell by the first time they open their mouth and say some shit like that, you can tell what kind of person they are. So,
Absolutely. Hey, right, bro.
just saying. No,
I'm
just saying.
Especially in the end when you're talking about money at the end of that entire
Yeah,
way. It's like,
So I
man,
need money for my damages.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I need money for my mental damage.
that's what's on the world now.
He does need money for his mental damage, though. He needs some fucking help.
Yeah, people want money for their emotional damage.
Fuck yeah.
And the crazy thing is, though, if that was to truly happen, he would get at least some money out of the deal,
Oh yeah.
no matter
So.
the outcome.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh,
Just because for him to ask that much, clearly he didn't talk to a lawyer. He just came up with that shit. Sorry, you have to.
The United States debt.
That's why the guy even knew what a trillion was. He didn't count that high. Honestly.
Oh, speaking of $1 trillion, get off the subject again. Y'all see Trump put, what was it, $4.4 trillion towards the national budget to help out the military and this, that, and the other?
I mean, no, but I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Trillion?
To help out the military and, of course, build the wall, and there was something else.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
That's what putting money in the military is what just built America. So that's every president's fucking duty is to dump money in the military.
Glad he's doing it though.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like I said, yeah, sure. It's just more of the same shit, and then we complain, well, we ain't got no money.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. That's your answer. It's all up to the military.
Yeah, let's get into the military more high tech shit to play with.
Shout out to all 4 branches, or 5 branches.
Yeah, shout out to the yeah.
Proud supporter of the United States military right here. Thank you for everybody's service. Public service announcement.
But yeah.
It's a little fun in there.
But yeah, that was I just want to throw that subject in there because it was like a little fun little thing. Because obviously nobody takes this guy seriously however much. If he just went on that rant and didn't money, this guy ended all this with, I want 300 and whatever. You don't have to say trillion. When you say 327 blank, blank, blank.
Thousand.
Yeah, you're already.
He said 1,000. If he said 1,000, he might actually get something.
Yeah, I know.
Even though he doesn't deserve shit, but he probably would. So,
Yeah.
He's just being an idiot. I mean,
I don't know what's dumber, that or this chick at work that put a metal pan in a microwave over the weekend at work. Yeah.
Good stuff.
And turn the microwave on for 5 minutes and walk away.
No, dude.
Got some tinfoil in there too.
Did it catch on fire?
No, she heard the first pop and then ran back there and took it out.
Oh my gosh.
Was there some tinfoil in there too?
No, it was just like a metal pan with I think it was like macaroni.
Speaking of Friday, we had a lady, mind you, I worked at a Chrysler Dodge Jeep facility. We had a lady come in thinking we were a Chevrolet dealership, and she came to pick up her parts for her Buick. Now, judging by the car brand, how old do you think she was?
80. Shit. Yeah, at least.
She's about that age.
Dead. I am dead.
I'm a proud supporter of
She gonna take it to her son so he can fix it.
Hold on.
You know.
I'm a proud supporter of the elderly past 85 should not be driving.
Well, it depends on your health situation.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they should maybe drive like a moped or something. I'll throw that in.
How was dude? How was driving a moped?
Stay in your little circle. Yeah.
Stay in your lane, boy.
Stay in your lane. Once you're past that age, you should either be driving just a few little places or having somebody take you around.
Let an old person fall off a scooter at 20 miles an hour, dude. They're fucked. What are you talking about? That's not good, bro. That's not good.
Hey, no, hold up. Yeah, they got the little scooter, but they gotta stay within their little circle. You know, they can't go out on the highway. You give them some new, give some new rules. Put some new shit out there. You know.
Man, I say let them drive until they're not cleared by the doctor, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
If you're mentally clear,
because we've had this conversation before. We've had this conversation before off the record about how there's some elderly people that drive just fine, and there are some that literally they should not be on the road. They should not be on the fucking road.
Give them a mental screen in there.
You run over a dog, maybe you should get your license taken away.
Yeah. Well, no,
reaction times and
but
shit
then
like that.
we kind of when we talked about that, we kind of agreed when I said past like the age of 85. It just depends on the person, you know, like and yeah, what they've done or what they're currently doing.
My great grandmother ran over a dog, had her license taken away.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
because the initial conversation that we had, Adam, was you said senior citizen.
Yeah, and I took that back. I took that back because I wasn't clear about it. Yeah, I wasn't clear.
Yeah, you walk that faster than Snoop Dogg after that.
Well, then we came to a semi-agreement, but you know.
I don't think there should be an age cap on how old you should be to drive or to stop driving. Like Jaron said, it should be based on performance and reaction time and all of that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
As long as you don't you got to loosen up the the threshold because they're a little bit older, but there's got to be an extreme limit to where you can be like, all right, you it took you 5 seconds to react to this slight change. You probably shouldn't be driving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's like a obvious point where you shouldn't be driving a car or anything. But I mean, that's I don't an age I don't think should be a factor of that. But yeah, you never know.
Say it depends, but hey.
And after being around Florida drivers, I think there should be like after having your license for 15 years, you should probably get that shit looked at. Like take another driving test or something.
That's fair too. That's fair too, because that's not just safe for you, but that's safe for other people too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Busy as Florida is.
Yeah.
It is pretty safe.
And me being a motorcycle rider, the safer the people are driving, the better.
So, yeah. hey, but that goes both ways too.
Oh, for sure.
That's
why I'm always studying up, man. Always practicing shit. Every time I ride, I practice. So. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, we had some pretty good topics here tonight. Hopefully, the listeners have had a joyous ride as we have here tonight. Again,
it's always a ride with the homies. I mean,
man.
We don't deliver any slow rides. We're not the elderly driving you around. We're
being a fast ride is how I got my wife pregnant.
Oh shit!
All right.
Oh my god!
on that note,
again, we want to thank Big Nate.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to Big Nate for coming.
Here tonight.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Shout out to Val.
Been fun. Do it again sometime.
It's oh yeah, and it's always good to have guests here on the show. But not only just guests, but it's even better to have big homies on the show.
Actual friends, yeah, which is usually the case. I mean, that's been most of our guests. They're actual friends. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
pretty. I think the only person I personally don't know in person was Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you know her.
Yeah, but now I know. Yeah, just from off the recording chats and shit.
Yeah. Right. Before and after, and that's the only way we can all chill face to face now. So I mean, it's is what it is, at least at the moment.
Yeah, this is doing this is great for all parties, for you guys, the listeners, and for us as well. It's great. It's great therapy, and I do want to say this, and I'm glad I'm saying this while we're still recording. Is that I'm glad that I get to do this with you guys. I feel like I'm saying.
We do this. We all have our heart to hearts in just about in most episodes, but yeah.
I mean,
that's what it is, though.
It is, yeah.
I mean, not even having heart to hearts, but just being able to just be able to do this with you guys, and I just want to say that.
For real.
Oh yeah, bro. Of course. I mean, I love it too. I mean, yeah, I almost didn't make it tonight, but I'm glad I did because I needed it. Yeah, it is therapeutic. Just get on here with your best friends like this. I mean, at least in my personal opinion. So yeah, I mean, it was a good time.
You already know, Corn. So I ain't. Yeah.
Is it? Anybody have any? Anybody got any plugs? Anybody want to plug anybody? Sponsors?
Not yet. Here before too long, I'll have a plug, but not
Shout
yet.
out to Carter Myers Automotive in Stanton, Virginia for the
shit. Job. Hell yeah.
Food on my table, letting me do this through a 7-year-old laptop that barely works.
Shout out to water damage.
Gotta get up at 4:30 in the morning to
Me too.
do 400,000 a month this month. So wake up every day, thank the big man upstairs.
Hell yeah, and you ain't talking Nate. Oh
yeah, whenever Nate's not in the basement, he's the big man upstairs. Well, for the listeners, Nate's like 7 feet tall, so and that's the joke.
shout out to the boys here for having me on. It's been fun.
Of course, man.
Maybe next time I'll be more in the loop and not start
Our planning wasn't the greatest on this one, but shit, we get together.
I was pretty bad this time. I'll be up to par next time, guys.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like this is a half-ass podcast.
Tonight it was. Tonight this was Corin's half-ass feature, and the three of us as guests.
I would like to do this more often though. This
was hell yeah. This was not the Contemporary Comments tonight. This was the Comrade broadcast.
The Comrade broadcast. Thank you, 50 Tyson, for that eloquent name. You got everyone's name wrong but me.
Shout out to 50 Tyson, by the way.
Shout out to 50 Tyson.
Anybody got any other plugs?
Man, if y'all need some books, man, hit up J&J Merchants on Amazon, man. That's all I got to say. We ship Prime. That's all I got.
And a sneak peek for our next episode. They are going to be our sponsors. So look out for that. They are going to be the very first official sponsors. We actually have a sponsor contract with them. So that'd be awesome. Also, SoundCloud, give us our fucking contract too, by the way. Anyway,
SoundCloud. Let me just have another heart-to-heart with SoundCloud. SoundCloud. I know y'all are listening. We just hit 10,000 listeners. It's time. That's all I got to say. It's time that we get that minimum, at least that minimum payment.
We'll take 5 cents an episode.
Free, and I'm cool. That's a start. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I'll take a nickel for every episode. That'd be great.
But I have before we offer, I do have two quick plugs. 407 Reviews on SoundCloud. That's my co-host from Half-Ass Podcast, James. He has it on SoundCloud. Shout out to James. Shout out to 407 Reviews. Also, my next plug, obviously, Half-Ass Podcast on YouTube. Check us out. I post a lot during the week, so just continue to like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. But most importantly, at least leave comments. I do different variations of entertainment, stuff like that, and so and I hope to have some more guests on as well, and I hope to have some more interviews as well. So just to keep you guys updated on that.
Hell yeah, man.
So, anyways, thank you guys for listening to Contemporary. I said broadcast.
It's a Comcast.
Contemporary Comrades.
Thanks everybody for coming along on this wild ride with us. We'll see you in the future, and everyone do well, stay beautiful and ugly, and we'll catch you next time.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.